Good morning, it's Tess, and today's tip is 388, and I'm going to just call it, you can create a miracle if you change your perception. This is directly from a quote from John Bon Jovi. I was looking at that article from yesterday about the 44 tips, and there was a quote from John Bon Jovi that I thought was a beautiful quote to remember and a great way to start this week. He says, miracles happen every day. Change your perception of what you think a miracle is, and you will see them all around you. I think that's so important for all of us. We need to create our lives and live our lives in a way that we're seeing miracles around us every day. Sometimes we've attached a different meaning to that word, and what we need to do is to start to recognize and see the beauty around us, see the things that we've accomplished around us, and create the life that makes us feel good. A couple of the other quotes that came up in that article that really were meaningful to me is, I liked this one, and this one kind of goes in the same vein of you will see your life as moving forward in miraculous ways if you change your perception. It also talked about that if you change you can't change the direction. Hi, you Pendra, I haven't seen you in a while. Good to see you. Another quote, like I said, I love the John Bon Jovi one. Miracles happen if you change your perception of what a miracle is. The other thing that came up in the same article, good morning. The other thing that came up in the same article is you can't change the direction of the wind, but if there is wind, you just change the direction of your sail. So I thought that was another one, and kind of in the same vein of, it is how we perceive things, and it is how we move forward in all areas of our life. We have to start recognizing the good and then grow the good instead of dwelling in the bad. Another one is, if you face the sunshine, you won't see your shadow, or you won't see the shadow. And I think that's what happens, at least for me. Too often I looked for what I thought was going wrong instead of what was going right. And all these quotes and all this learning in the past year is that I'm trying, especially now that things are starting to change and we're going into new seasons and maybe people are back into workplaces, I want to make sure that I keep the direction of my sail in the direction towards the sun. I don't want to fall back into old patterns or old habits that are negative self-talk that defeat all the accomplishments I have made and the accomplishments that are still out there to be reached. So again, just kind of repeating some of what they said. This is John Bon Jovi. Miracles happen every day. You have to change your perception of what a miracle is, and you'll see them all around you. And that does go hand in hand with this idea of sails and of the sunshine. If you're not seeing the positive things in your life, then maybe you are allowing the wind to push you far away from what your goal is, and you need to turn around and set your sail towards something that looks more hopeful and more optimistic. And it is about how we think. I know for me that was the biggest obstacle I've had to. Good morning, Thelma, so good to see you. The biggest obstacle I've had to face is that I've had to overcome negative self-talk, negative self-worth, I always looked for the positive, and I was hopeful and believed in everyone else, but I didn't really give myself that same grace. And I love a lot of these quotes because it's the reminder to a lot of us that if we groomed ourselves in that way where we always expected and drew to us the things that hurt us or caused us to stumble on our path, it's time to shift that. Flip your sail around and head towards the sun. Keep yourself walking towards the sun so that you don't see the shadow, you see the opportunity in front of you. Or like Dr. V always says, aim and keep moving down the road. Face the sunshine. Don't dwell on the past. The past is over. Hard stop, not going there, and just keep moving forward. There's so many great opportunities in life that have opened up to me because I've opened up in the past couple of years. I'm trying things that I never thought I would try. I'm doing things I never thought I would do. And I'm not saying I always hit the right path, but if I don't try, I'll never know what was available and an opportunity for me. And I think that's for all of us. We sell ourselves short too often. We have to stop doing that. We have to open ourselves up. And as John Bon Jovi said, change your perception so you see miracles all around you. That gives you energy, hope, and drive. And then if you feel like you're going down, if you feel like you're headed in the wrong direction, maybe think about that vision of a sailboat. Turn your sail around so that you head in the right direction. face the sunshine, and walk the path that will lead you where you want to go. And kind of in Doc V's words, you want to keep heading towards the sun. There may be some stumbles or some learning along the way, but if you keep taking that shot and keep heading down that path, you'll eventually get to where you want to be. So thank you guys for being here. I have to get into the work day, but thanks for being here. Have a beautiful, beautiful day, and we'll talk soon. Oops, it doesn't want to stop.